still managed to come out of it a multi-millionaire in my 20s because of this principle I'm about to share with you right now. About 10 years ago, I learned the most powerful lesson ever about money from a man named Earl Nightingale in his book, The Strangest Secret. He said that if you take 100 people at age 25, all starting even, by the time they turn 65, 54 will be broke and dependent on others, 40 will retire with pension and government checks, 5 will still be working, and only 1 will be rich. He then goes on to explain that the difference between those who succeed and those who don't comes down to just one thing. Nightingale said, the only person who succeeds is the person who says, I'm going to become this, and then begins to work towards that goal. And what I learned from this is that you need to actually brainwash yourself to believe that you can get rich before anything else. You need to develop an unshakable belief and conviction that you can become rich. And the best way to do this is to reprogram your mind through constant self-education. Because the only way that you can make $1 million is that you believe you can make $1 million. Broke is not a condition of the wallet, it's a condition of the mind. That's why for the next 30 days, I challenge you to commit to reading 1 chapter per day of a book. It'll only take you 10 to 15 minutes, but the wisdom you'll gain is priceless. Because I grew up in an environment without any millionaires or successful entrepreneurs to look up to, I used books to single-handedly reprogram my brain. Books were my saving grace and laid the foundation for my future. They made me think I could get rich when no one else did. You just have to make sure you choose the right books. Many years ago, I started out by reading a book called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, which taught me how to reprogram my thoughts and take control over my life. This book is like 30 pages. You can knock it out in a day or two. And I come back to this book multiple times per year. And then after that, I picked up a book called The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. And funny enough, this was the last book I ever read before I made my first $10,000 online. This right here is by far the best book I ever read on actually making money, and it genuinely made me believe in my mind that I could get rich. These books helped me think like the top 1%, and when I started to think like them, I started to act like them. My daily habits started to evolve. The way that I spent my time was starting to be different, and soon, after a couple years, I started to see my whole environment evolve as well. So I encourage you to get a physical copy of these books and read 1 chapter a day, because it allows you to download these life-changing philosophies directly into your subconscious mind. I mean, you could also watch educational stuff on YouTube like this, but if you're anything like me, it's so easy to get distracted.